Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. It's time to talk about who's the very best. I'm here with my friends Tiftofer and Ghost of Mo, and we're going to be deciding who is the best at each character in Smash out of the members of our 3 Discord servers. Guys, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right, we're going to be going in character order, so if you have your character select screen up in front of you, you'll be able to follow along with us, or, if you've memorized the character order, like us, because we're professionals.
Or be sure to check out the description where we'll put nice little chapters in so you can skip to your favorite characters and back and forth.
Ease of use, and everyone's just here to check out where they landed anyway. So let's jump into it.
Let's do this.
That's right. We'll be sure to include clips of each person playing their character if we have them, and we'll try and link some stuff in the description below. If you want to challenge anybody, let them know in the comments section if you think that you're better than they are at this character.
Right, let's go. So, at number 1, we are starting with Mario.
All right, so I haven't touched my list since we talked about it the other day. So I put Ghost of Mo for Mario.
Woo! I mean, I'm not sure I've even seen Mo play Mario before. But
you have once when we did a race to the finish.
Oh man, that was rough. Don't remind me.
You can now just include the clip.
Oh, I will.
Where I just say that I'm the only person who isn't married. I'm the one who picked married Mario, and I'm the only person in the session who isn't married yet, so...
Forever
alone.
Exactly. That's right. Oh, yeah, I just remember we started off that way, and the whole objective was to get as many stocks as you can so you could advance. And I think in that first fight he took, out of our 6 stocks, I want to say he took 5.
I have Lucario.1 as the best Mario of our Discord servers. He's a professional Smash player, which is, I believe, only on my server. And he also plays actually a very good lot of Mario, and I already faced his Mario, and spoiler alert, I think I've lost every match.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is a good Mario.
All right, what about you, Tiff? What'd you say?
This was an easy pick for me. Very easy pick. The best Mario on my server is DMart64. His Mario is just the most hype Mario I've ever seen. I mean, I've played against it. It's just disgusting. I've got so many clips on high sodium against him. Oh, he's just insane. So he brings the hype, and it is his main, and he really, really knows that character inside and out, and he just styles on people left and right. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, so for Donkey Kong, for this one, I have Legis. So he's been playing the Donkey Kong a lot lately. He is very comfortable with the bread and butter, and the man loves the cargo throw. So he honestly, he's probably one of the best Donkey Kongs I've played personally, and definitely the strongest one in my server as far as I'm aware.
I actually have 2 picks for Donkey Kong. One is, as Jay said, Leeches, which is just a very good DK. I think that's something which none of us can actually argue about. But if you guys already saw some of my online doubles videos, then you can figure who my second pick for this is. It's actually my brother and roommate and beloved doubles partner, which is called Buddy on Discord. He's not very active anymore, unfortunately, but he's still a member of my server, and I just had to pick him because his DK is hype as hell.
Respect where it's due.
Quite a few people play Donkey Kong. It's one of those sort of hype characters that a lot of people seem to pick up. Yeah. But I've narrowed it down to 3, right? Now, my first top pick, I'd say, has got to be Joy Kong. Now, Joy Kong is someone who's, again, he's not very active in the server, but it's probably because he's too busy labbing some DK, because his DK has been in tournaments, it's been featured on Yeet Smash more than once. It's just insane, some of his Donkey Kong plays, and even to be featured on Yeet Smash, you know that you bring it super special to the table. So Joy Kong is my number 1. I'd say yeah, Lee just needs to have a special mention on this one because he's been playing a lot of Donkey Kong recently, and he's posted a lot of videos for High Sodium as Donkey Kong, and he's got some style. Really nice Donkey Kong. And finally, I wanted to have a mention of Jex as well, because I've done a first to 5 against Jex, and he beat me 5-0 with his Donkey Kong, which says a lot.
Wow.
So his Donkey Kong has definitely got the style as well. So I can't pick a top one apart from Joy Kong, but I had to mention all 3.
All right, well, let's move on to Link. I don't have too many people in the server that actually play Link, but one person who does and kind of jumped out to me immediately is Udin. I've fought his Link a few times. He's very comfortable with the character, the projectiles and everything, but he doesn't just play the projectiles. He does rush down a little bit. He's kind of aggressive with it, and very creative compared to, playing Link the way you would play Young Link or Toon Link. So out of everybody in my server, I've seen a few people play Link here and there, but I would say that he's the one who appears to be the most comfortable with him, and also is able to embrace a little bit of creativity with the character as well.
Nice. Very nice. Mo?
My pick for Link is actually a pretty new member, which got on my Discord server through Mondo Ray, major shout at this point, called #G2G. I believe it's meant to be gotta go. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, he plays Link. It's one of his mains, and I faced him in like 3 or 4 rounds lately.
Well, this, again, like Jay said, it's pretty tricky, isn't it? Because not as many people actually play Link, which is a shame because I think he's got some really nice setups, but...
He went for some crazy item-based combos, like using his arrows, his bomb and stuff. I actually managed to win, I believe, 3 or 4 times, but the first one against him, he dominated me, actually, with Incineroar, and he won, and it actually was well-deserved that he won. So my pick for that goes to #G2G.
My pick was DJ, or DJJJWS.
That's right.
DJ really brings the hype, and he always goes for something really naughty off stage. He usually puts himself in a lot of danger, and sometimes doesn't actually take the stock on the last one because he's all about the hype and doesn't care if he gets the win or not, which is, I respect that. But he really knows his Link characters, and this Link is no exception. He's really good with Link.
Okay, so Samus and Dark Samus, other than me, there's really only one person who I see play them in my server, and that is Bloodgang. He has great fundamentals, but normally plays rushdown, sortie type characters for the most part, mostly Fire Emblem characters. So it's nice to see him kind of step out of his comfort zone a little bit. I'm not sure who's better with Samus / Dark Samus. I think I might have the edge a little bit, but I'm going to avoid tooting my own horn, and I'm just going to turn it over. All right, so Mo, go ahead.
My pick, or rather my picks for Samus and Dark Samus, would you two want to give it a shot and try to guess?
It's definitely got to be our guy, Professor Jay.
But not only Jay, also another person.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is it Bloodgang?
You guys know him. It's the UK's most anticipated content creator, Tiftofer.
Thanks, Mo.
In the earlier days of Smash, I remember that you actually played Dark Samus, and I believe also regular Samus, for a good amount of time. And I got to face them. So that's just... every reason I can have is that 2 solid players for a character, or for like 2 characters, and you always gave me a hard time, especially with Lucario, so that's a well-deserved spot for you two, in my opinion.
Oh, well, it was an easy pick for me because Jay is the most hyped Samus that I've seen, and well, Dark Samus you seem to go for more, but as you said, they're pretty similar characters, aren't they? Samus, Dark Samus.
Yeah.
But no, I love playing against Jay Samus. I always seem to end up against it as like the final 2 in a free-for-all, and I always dread when it happens because I know that there's not much I'm going to be able to do, and he usually always wins. He brings the hype with his Samus, and I respect that. Very good, Samus.
Oh, appreciate it. All right.
Nice.
Let's move on to Yoshi. I did not have a pick for this. I barely ever see anyone play Yoshi unless it's on random. What about you, Mo? Do you have a Yoshi?
I actually have a pick. Not only, but mostly because there's only one Yoshi player, which I actually know, which is on one of our Discord servers called Yoshi Alt 7.
Okay.
I actually already saw him and his Yoshi in the past, and I was definitely impressed by it. He goes for some crazy stuff as well. I didn't get to fight him yet, I believe, by myself, but I already watched, stayed in the audience while he was in our arenas. And in my opinion, it's a deserved pick for this spot. Dave, what about you?
Yeah, I can totally agree with you there on that one because Yoshi Alt 7 he's on my server as well. And I've done a first to 5 against Yoshi Alt 7 before, and he made it so tough in that first to 5. He's like you said, he goes for the hype. He really knows his character in and out, and he's posted quite a few little videos for Hyxodium, and every single one I'm thinking, whoa, he's just pulled off something mad with Yoshi there. So even though there's not many Yoshi players out there, he would still be my top pick for this one.
The next one's going to be very easy, so we're looking at Kirby. My pick for this is definitely Tiftofer, a guy who takes a character who most people would put bottom 10 and makes him look absolutely broken. The pressure, the follow-ups, the combos, the off-stage play in particular, and he's always good at noticing which characters are able to deal with which parts of Kirby's kit and able to kind of mix it up accordingly. If a character has a vulnerable recovery, he's going off with the down air and with the down B. If it's someone like K-Rool who's got the propeller for protection, he definitely alters the way that he plays the character for the situation, and that kind of versatility makes it an easy pick for me.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
I'm very sorry, Jay, but I can't agree at all.
Mo says Mo is the best.
I'm just messing around. Of course it's Tiff.
No.
It's definitely not just about that. Yeah, dude, your Kirby's amazing, and I would say it's definitely your probably second best character still, even though you haven't played him recently a lot. You actually picked him up again for a montage, as far as I remember. Go check out the montage on Tiftofer's channel.
Link in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only can agree, because coming back to the stage against your Kirby is a pain. And that's the biggest compliment I can give, because your edge guards with Kirby are just amazingly good. And you always gave me a hard time, also with Lucario when we played in the several battles of the Legends. So yeah, I can only agree to Jay's statement. Fully agreed here. Tiftofer, best Kirby.
Oh,
Can we
thanks,
assume that you
guys.
said yourself as well?
Do you know what? You might think that, but actually, I've not gone for myself at all. I've got two. Well, there are quite a few other Kirby players in my Discord. Probably joined because they knew I played Kirby as well, to have a little bit of a ditto battle. But I've gone for two other Kirby picks for my server. So my first Kirby pick is going to be Max Pancake. And Max Pancake is another person who he really enjoys his Kirby. He's got the combos down. He puts a lot of pressure on people, and I actually find him really difficult to deal with his Kirby. And because I know Kirby a lot, I still can't deal with his Kirby very well at all. So that means that he's got a really good Kirby. So really props to Max Pancake for that one. So you are my top pick. But then another Kirby pick that I wanted to definitely mention as well was that one guy, but from the Tiff code, that one guy, because his Kirby is absolutely insane as well. He is another person who goes for the hype. He doesn't take the game too seriously, which is always nice, because some people always play to win, but that one guy, he just goes for the hype, and it's just so much fun playing against him, and his Kirby is so good.
For Fox, my pick for this is Damien the Cat. Likes to play all the Spaceys, but his Fox in particular is so oppressive. He really takes full advantage of the speed and devastating power that some of Fox's attacks can have. Damien is probably one of the most technically skilled and consistent people I've ever played against, and a character like Fox in those kind of very nimble hands is absolutely destructive. So major props to Damien. That was a quick and easy pick for me. Mo, what about you?
Actually, only can't say that I agree at this point, because I haven't faced his Fox yet, but my pick also is Damien the Cat, because Jay nailed it. pretty much. I haven't fought him directly yet, but I also already saw him playing Fox during our arena sessions while I was in the audience. So, easy pick, Damien the Cat. Tiff,
All right.
let us know.
Well,
Share your wisdom with us.
Damien's going to be pleased with this one because he gets my pick as well. So he's done well. He's done well.
3 for 3, baby.
3 for 3. I mean, I actually feel really sorry for Damien because he is that good with this character that I've never seen its full potential. And I'm going to explain why. Because his internet connection is so awful. and he really knows Fox's combos, but Fox is such a fast character, and I feel sorry for him because you can see he's absolutely plowing through a combo, and then like a bit of lag will happen and the combo will stop, but you know that the combo is there, and he still puts up a huge fight and often, if not always, wins with his Fox, even in those dire conditions. So I dread to think just how good he would be offline with Fox. Next level, 100%.
All right, moving on to Pikachu. I actually don't have a pick for this, which is weird considering how good this character is. So I'm just going to turn it over in the interest of time. Mo?
My pick actually is Big Mac from Tiff server. I definitely would pick him at this point, and I'm curious what Tiff actually wants to say about that.
Yeah, I've got to agree with Mo on this one. There's not many Pikachus around there at the moment. Big Mac is someone he's really got it. I've done a first of 5 against Big Mac, and we actually came wire to wire, and we came down. We both won 4 games. We won our last game, and Big Mac took it. And you know what? I didn't care because it was so much fun, and his Pikachu is just so hype, and he really deserved it. He's such a good Pikachu player, and he gets my pick for sure.
All right.
Nice.
Moving on. So for Luigi, this was a quick pick for me as well. This is Legis all the way as far as I'm concerned. He knows when you're at 0, he's coming in for the grab. He knows how to use the plunger to edge guard off the side of the stage. You know, he knows when to look for the up B. It's fast, it's furious, it is high pressure, and I can't think of anybody more deserving for my pick than Legis.
To make it short, I absolutely agree in every point. And the most impressive thing about this is that Legis himself actually kind of dropped Luigi by the time.
Mm-hmm.
So with that knowledge, he still definitely is the right pick for this character. Tiff, what about you?
Yeah, easy pick for me. Legis, you've got 3 for 3. You are our top Luigi player.
Woo!
Definitely. You are so good with Luigi. I mean, like Mo's picked up on, you've dropped Luigi recently, and that's a shame because I love playing your Luigi. It's so hype. Your combos with Luigi are just insane. You always manage to land the up B and take my stock at, I don't know, 50, 60%, which always makes me cry in the shower still. But I do want to make an honourable mention here to DMart64 here, because he sent me quite a few clips with his Luigi for High Sodium, and his Luigi has got the hype as well. I mean, one of the clips was one of my favourite clips that's ever been posted for a High Sodium, and it involved reversing the combo halfway through into backwards uppers and getting the misfire off stage towards the ledge. So it was just It was insane.
All right, moving on to Ness. So I have a definite top pick for this, but I do have an honorable mention as well. I think that a few of us might have the same top pick. For me, the Ness is McClappen. McClappen is an actual competitive player. He does go and play in tournament and stuff like that, at least in locals. I'm not sure beyond that. We've had the pleasure of playing with him a little bit in free-for-alls. Unfortunately, the connection was not that good, but he does have fantastic control over the character. He knows what works. He knows when to reverse his aerial PK fires. You know, he really takes advantage of Ness's aerial mobility in a way that only really seasoned players are able to do. And I do want to give a quick shout out to Uden as well, who does play some Ness and does know what he's doing. He's always going for the PK Thunder 2 on stage, you know, looking for that major disrespect and damage. And apart from that, he does have a pretty polished Ness, and I could see the seeds of greatness there. You know, they just need a little bit of TLC, and then he'll be right up there with the greats. So, Mo, I'll toss it over to you.
Well said, dude. Well said. I have one necessary pick here. At the moment when the German tries to be funny, but
PK pun.
My pick is McLappen as well, as you said, Jay. He's a professional Ness, and we also already got to fight him in a free-for-all, in multiple free-for-alls, and it actually was lots of fun. He's also a content creator, so at this point, a major shout to McLappen. Go check out his channel. I believe Jay will leave it in the description as well.
He's gonna be pleased. McLappen, you are 3 for 3.
Hey.
You are definitely our top Ness pick, and he does bring the hype. I mean, he's got. I don't know if you guys know, but he actually has had actual sessions with Best Ness. He's really got it. But as Jay said, we do need to give an honourable shout out to Udin, who's got a really good Ness. And we have recently seen quite a lot of it in our Battle Bros tournament that we recently held.
I haven't actually fought him in my server, but he did join my server after I popped onto his Twitch stream once. This guy's name is Carrot. He was recommended to me by Mondo. He's a friend of Mondo Ray's. We know that Mondo plays the Captain Falcon. Carrot's Captain Falcon is on a level that exceeds almost anyone I've ever played personally of any character. Ooh. He has more control and consistency and oppressive pressure with Captain Falcon than I have seen from just about anyone playing just about anyone in person. So I can't imagine picking anybody other than Carrot for this. Major shoutouts to him. Be sure to link his Twitch, and hopefully we'll see some more of him here on our channels in the days, weeks, and months to come. Mo, over to you.
Yeah, my pick for that is actually DMarth64, because I already saw multiple very hype clips he already submitted for the High Sodium Montage series. And yeah, with the recent jab lock into reverse Falcon punch, roll read punish, he just got me. He's definitely the pick for me.
Yeah, I've got to admit, DMart64 gets my pick for this one as well. He's well known for, you're just not allowed to edge guard as Captain Falcon. He said on multiple occasions, just don't go off stage for him, and he's absolutely right. If you go off stage for his Captain Falcon, it's you who ends up losing the stock. It's not worth it, which means he's got a very deadly Captain Falcon. I've seen so many amazing clips posted for High Sodium, which we'll be sure to be showing now. And yeah, he's just an insane Captain Falcon, so good work, DMart. Amazing stuff.
All right. Moving on to Jigglypuff, our last Smash 64 character. For me, this is Galaxy 3.4. There are a couple of other people who screw around with Jigglypuff a little bit, but Galaxy is one of the only people I know who really plays the character in a dedicated way, understands which options are safe, which as Jigglypuff is incredibly important, where your follow-ups are, and which characters you can challenge in which ways. I just saw him say the other day, he's like, I hate K. Rool's down smash because as Jigglypuff, the only thing I can do is get out the way. So it's that kind of awareness rather than just running in like Leroy Jenkins that makes the difference between an alright casual and a dedicated character player. So Galaxy 3.4 is my pick. Mo, over to you.
Absolutely agreed at this point. As Leeches would say here, fighting Galaxy 3.4, I'm sorry, is a pain in the ass, if you know what I mean. But I mean it in the best possible way, because if you fight him, and especially his Jigglypuff, you need a lot of patience and technical skill to avoid his attacks, to avoid his follow-ups, and to just not get edge-guarded as easy as he can do it with his Jigglypuff. So at this point, major props, Galaxy. Fighting with you is always lots of fun. Your Jigs is the most deserved pick here for this character, in my opinion. And now I'm curious what Tiff will say.
He's only gone and done it. He's three for
the whole
3 for 3.
Yeah, Galaxy 3.4, his Jigglypuff's just insane. I mean, I actually don't see him use it as much in a 1v1 situation because I know that he usually prefers to play as Lucario. But I've seen a lot of his Jigglypuff in our, little free-for-all sessions that we do in our servers, and he's just really, really good. And as Jay said, he really knows his stuff, knows when to avoid, when to come in. And, he's a really skilled Jigglypuff player. But I do want to mention that one guy on my server as well, because I've seen his Jigglypuff a number of times, actually. It seems to be like one of his pockets, maybe secondaries, which he does bring out occasionally. And his Jigglypuff it's just so funny to watch more than anything. He's just hilarious. I mean, like, he ends up throwing out rest at all the most insane situations. And half the time they pay off. Half the time they don't, which it just makes for so much fun to play against. So needs a little shout out. So well done.
All right, moving on to Peach/Daisy. My pick for this is Snorlaxi from my server. Now, she pretty much exclusively plays on random, so it was kind of hard to pick her for other things on her. But she is one of those people who's good enough that they can play on random when everyone else is picking their character, and she still remains competitive, if not dominating. So I ran into her Peach/Daisy while she was playing on random the other day, and we were messing around on some custom stages and stuff. But the way that she controlled the character, her ability to manipulate Peach and Daisy's movement options between the hovering and the actual double jumping and all of that, she showed a degree of control which you don't get just by playing on random all the time. So I'm assuming she's played the characters a little bit. If she hasn't, then just color me surprised, because I was very impressed with the way that she was able to play them in a way that was, it was oppressive, but at the same time, she was clearly goofing off and not taking it that seriously. And when you can do both of those at the same time, you know what you're doing.
Starting off with a bad message, we won't have another 3 out of 3 pick here. That's
okay.
A short spoiler at this point. My pick is Sacred Guy. It already has been a good amount of time since I faced his Peach/Daisy for the last time, but I still remember it pretty well, actually. And he's got the movement, he's got some crazy turnip stuff going, and he just absolutely can play with this character. He gave me a hard time. I believe it was at least stock on stock every time we played in the past, if not worse for me. And this deserves just major props and major respect at this point. What about you, Tiff?
Yeah, I've gone for Sacred Guy as well, actually. He's been in my Discord for quite a long time now, and posts quite a lot of videos and nice little clips, but I've actually done a first to 5 against Sacred Guy, and it was one of the only first to 5s where I've actually not gone either DDD or Kirby, as I was actually playing as Dark Samus against his Peach. And it was just, his Peach was so good, and we had such a good time. And his Peach is just really, really insane, really, really good. And I remember at the time he was actually saying he hadn't long picked Peach up, and since then I've seen more of his Peach, and it did actually it improved since then, which is quite worrying, really. So it's a really good Peach. So amazing stuff from Sacred Guy.
My pick for Bowser is Damien the Cat. So second time I think I'm picking Damien at this point. Damien typically plays faster and dangerous characters. Bowser's fast, but not in the same way that the Spaceys are, for the most part, at least. But Damien has a way of making Bowser feel like he's constantly breathing fire down your neck. He's staying on top of you. He stays on top of you the whole time. He doesn't give you any space. He is 100% on top of his opponent at all times. And really just throwing around that tough guy armor and that big guy weight in a way that is just terrifying. Mo, what about you?
Fully agreed at this point. I haven't faced his Bowser yet, but I definitely want to. Yeah, I just want to fight your Bowser, dude. So please let me know if you're available and then pick Bowser. If, what about you?
Yeah, he's gone and done it. He's 3 for 3.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, Damien's Bowser is insane. I mean, I've played as Bowser enough times to know that it's just, you can't basically assume that he's big, heavy, that can get comboed, because he plays him and he makes him look like he's a fast character. Like he goes for mad off-stage things where you think you're safe, and then suddenly the Bowser's off stage, and you're like, "Oh no, what can I do?" And you end up dead at like 60% from off-stage Bowser, which is just another cry in the shower moment, I suppose. I've seen his Bowser as well against my amiibo Poyo, and it was really, really close to winning against Poyo, which, considering Poyo can break shields in one shot, that was the only reason that he didn't quite get the win on Poyo. But his Bowser in every other situation in real games is just the best Bowser I've ever seen.
Ice Climbers. I have no pick for this one. Mo?
I hope I will pronounce it correctly, so prepare to laugh. Mutant Burglar.
Yeah, that's
I
good
just
enough.
hope that's. I just hope that was right.
Close enough.
Yeah, the Ice Climbers actually are two characters, whatever, which you actually rarely see. Both on our free Discord servers and in general when you go into quick play or when you join random arenas. But I actually saw some matches of him in the past, and I gotta say, respect for playing these characters that well. Tiff, what about you?
I've actually gone for Mutant Burglar as well because
nice.
Yeah, he's got really good Ice Climbers. He's never actually played me on my Discord before, but I am a member of Mutant Burglar's Discord, and he does post on there with some videos, often with doubles and some really fun videos as well. And I do believe he does play some Piranha Plant as well, but his Ice Climb is definitely one of the best and easily the best in our Discord. And I'd love to play you in a 1st to 5, so hit me up sometime.
Ooh, challenge time, guys.
Nice. All right, moving on to Sheik. I have seen people play Sheik a little bit here and there on our servers, but it's mostly just been on random. I don't know of anybody who actually plays Sheik, so I'm not going to make a pick for this one. Mo, what about you?
To make it short, fully agreed, I don't have a pick for Sheik either. Tiff?
Wow, this is the first time this has happened. Nobody plays Sheik in any of our servers that I'm aware of. I mean...
Oh, poor Sheik.
It probably says a lot about the character, but Sheik is just one of those characters, aren't they? They've just not... They've got the combo game, but I suppose if most of us are playing across the world online with funny connections, you know, it's not someone that people can really appreciate and really go to town with, so I understand.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Sheik.
None of us is void. Moving on. For
Not
Zelda,
yet, not yet.
For Zelda, same thing. I don't have a pick for Zelda. Mo, what about you?
Unovan Elitist Druddy. Funny name, or a not so funny character, but I already saw him a lot in the high sodium videos, in the past high sodium videos, and yeah, deserved pick at this point. Okay, one thing is that there are not many Zeldas in our Discord servers, but even if there were more Zelda players, my pick would go to him, because based on what I saw in the high sodium videos, respect. And
right.
What's with Tiff?
Yeah, I've gone for Unovan and Elitist Druddy as well. I mean, I've played Unovan quite a few times. I don't believe I've actually played against Zelda myself, but like you said, all the clips that he posts for High Sodium are really hype, and I don't understand how he manages to get the aerials with Zelda so spot on, and they follow up from each other, like one just leads into the next, and they end up dying in like 3 hits. And he makes it look like an unfair character, so it's really, really insane to see. So definitely gets my pick, so go and check out Unovan and Elitist Druddy.
Wow. All right, well, that's unanimous since I didn't have a pick, so I just need to see this guy in action. All right, moving on to Dr. Mario. The only person I have seen on our Discords play him with any sort of frequency, I'd say Blut Gang. I recorded a video the other day where it was only Mario characters, Mario stages, Mario items, free-for-alls. It was absolute madness. But he went Dr. Mario for just about the entire time and showed a degree of control over the character which is kind of hard to master considering how low he is in terms of actual combat ability. But he was throwing out his back airs, his up airs. He was taking good advantage of the down B, especially using it as an edge guarding tool, or at the top, near the very top of the blast zone, in order to get early KOs. So he's got my pick for Dr. Mario. How about you, Mo?
I'm gonna go with the family bonus at this point, and my pick for Dr. Mario is my roommate, my brother, my doubles partner again, Buddy. Not very active on Discord again, but if you have seen one of my online doubles videos and there were included Dr. Mario clips several times, there's no doubt for me. It is my brother. He's got a very scary Dr. Mario. And combined with the weird and wacky hitboxes this character has, he's truly a force to be reckoned with.
My pick for Dr. Mario was actually one of our members called Mole. His Dr. Mario is just wacky. It's so good. And like you said, not many people play Dr. Mario because in terms of characters and playability, actual Mario is probably so much better than Dr. Mario. I mean, his recovery is what makes him a weak character. But Mole makes it look like he's got a decent recovery. He's got all the moves. He knows exactly when to use that side B cape or down B. Is it with Dr. Mario? I'm not sure,
Side
but
B.
the cape with Dr. Mario, and he's really really talented player with Dr. Mario. So good work, Mo.
All right.
Not even 3 apples a day can keep these doctors away.
Hooray.
All right. For Pichu, I do not have a pick. Mo?
For Pichu, I actually have a pick, which is also only on my Discord server, I believe, called Dead Phoenix. Facing his Pichu is a pain in the ass, but in the most positive way it can be. It's challenging, frustrating at some points, because you just cannot get close to that freaking yellow rat. But it helps me to get better at Smash, so major props to Dead Phoenix at this point. And now, Tiff, what's your pick?
So I had to put some work into this one because there's not many people often play Pichu, but I know that a lot of people in my server do either pocket or secondary Pichu. So I've got 2 picks for this one. I've got Damien the Cat, who's getting a lot of love today. He's got, his Pichu is really, really good. And it's another one of those fiddly characters. And like Mo said, he's very hard to catch Pichu because he's so small. So, but when, he makes it so like you can't catch him. He's got the combos, and he definitely gets the drag downs with the thunders off stage as well, which is always upsetting. So that's what my first pick for Pichu. And my second one is actually DJ. So DJ pockets Pichu as well. And even though he usually goes for the sword characters, whenever he brings out the Pichu, I'm always really pleasantly surprised just how good his Pichu is. So amazing stuff, you two.
All right. Moving on to Falco. Now, my pick for this one, I think, is going to be unique because I don't think that this guy is in either of your servers. But my pick is Sash. Sash is a competitive Smash Brothers player who actually plays out of my undergraduate university. And he heads up his own Smash crew for the region. I've played him once in tournament in person in Ultimate back when that was an option. And I had a chance to play his Falco at that point. And if I remember right, I think I won the set 2-1. But since then, he has gotten so good. I did a 1st to 5 video with this guy, and I think I only took 1, maybe 2 games.
Oh, wow.
And those were by the skin of my teeth. He knows exactly what he's doing with this character. He knows at what % he's going to do what to you. He knows to run up, get the up tilts into, the nair or the forward air. He always has a plan. It's like he has the flow chart planned out in his mind, and he's aware, okay, if you pop out of this move at this angle, then I follow up with this. There is no room to breathe. There is nowhere to run. Sash's Falco is one of the most devastating spacies I've ever fought. Mo?
Wow.
That sounds absolutely terrifying, and I think I speak for both of us, for Tiff and me, if I say that.
Definitely.
I don't know that guy, because he's only on your server, as you mentioned, which is a pity. But my pick for Falco is actually, again, Dead Phoenix, which is only on my server. He actually Yeah, I would also say it's one of his 2 main characters. Maybe a secondary, but when I take a look at how he plays Falco, how he controls Falco, then I would actually say it's definitely one of his mains. Scary and very hard to get close to. And once he has land an aerial on you, your combo food, and you can have the best DI on Earth, you will not get away from him.
Nice.
What about you, Tiff?
So my pick for Falco is going to be Damien the Cat, because he loves his species, and Falco is probably, I'd say it's his strongest out of the 3 species, if I'm honest. He knows every single combo with Falco. As soon as he grabs you and gets you in the air, he just juggles you for, the whole game, basically. Until your stocks are gone, it's just game over as soon as he gets any sort of combo going. And he goes for the hype as well, often goes for the double downer, and often gets it as well. So you've got to be really careful trying to do anything against it. So, you don't want to approach. You've got to just try and run away, and there's just no escape. So easy pick for me.
All right,
that's
moving
3
on.
different picks.
Oh, that's true. We got
Yet
the
another
Neapolitan. You got your strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. All right, moving on to Marth. My pick for this one is Blutgang. He plays pretty much every Fire Emblem character, but some more than others. And I've actually seen him play Marth. Although I think if you look at his, at his Discord, at his tags and secondaries and stuff, I think he has just about every Fire Emblem character on there somewhere. But as Marth, he actually plays. He is very good at spacing. A lot of that is his Byleth play. You see that in the tippers coming out, forward air, back air. We'll talk more about that when we get to Byleth, because I have a feeling a couple of us are going to be bringing him up at that point. But that same skill comes through with Marth. He's getting his tippers consistently. He has fantastic and very precise movement. Mo?
Blutgang gets an honorable mention at this point, but my pick of Marth actually is Galaxy 3.4.
Oh.
He just kind of got into the character. Say he's still learning, and that also means he's getting better and better every time you fight him. And there is just no escape from his tipper. I don't know how he does that, but he spaces it correctly in like 9 out of 10 times, which is impressive. So my pick for Marth actually is Galaxy 3.4 again. Major shout. Tiff, what about you?
I've got to agree with Jay on this one. So my pick is Blutgang, and as Jay's correctly said, Blutgang actually plays the majority of the Fire Emblem characters. Marth is one that I've not seen as much for, but whenever he does play Marth, he puts the pressure on, he gets the tippers, and he's an all-around good player anyway, so he could probably pick up any character and do really well with them, but he especially excels with his sword characters, and Marth being one of those ones with high reward if you can space them properly. He gets those tippers, and for sure, he's got to be the best Marth on Tiff card.
All right, moving on to Lucina. As I said a second ago, I'm pretty sure that Blutgang plays all of the Fire Emblem characters, but I don't think I've ever actually seen him play Lucina, and I'm not really sure anybody in Professor Jay's classroom does. So I'm going to defer to Mo on this one. Mo?
My pick for Lucina actually is Chaos Sloth, because I actually fought his Lucina in the past for some times, and it's a very decent one. Definitely knows how to space her aerials and how to take stocks easy and fast with her. So my pick is Chaos Sloth at this point. What about you, Tiff?
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there, actually, Mo. So Chaos Sloth he's got a really strong Lucina, and he actually goes for some really mad off-stage things with Lucina, actually. I've done a couple of first to fives against Chaos Sloth, and he often plays Lucina in these, but his Lucina is just really, really strong. Good work, Chaos Sloth. Amazing Lucina.
All right, moving on to Young Link, one of my personal favorite characters. DJJJWS DJ. I'm just going to say DJ from now on. He plays a lot of Young Link. He plays it in a very degenerate way, but degenerate can be effective. And I have been on the receiving end of that on occasion. 37 fire arrows in a row, get good or, lose your stock. It's kind of on you at that point.
My pick for your link actually is DJ. Jay actually said it pretty well. 37? Was it 37 fire arrows? Sounds like
I don't know, I just threw out a random number.
Sounds like a rock song from the 90s, by the way.
99 red balloons.
But DJ manages to be hype with nearly every character he plays, including Young Link. Major props, DJ is my pick. What about you, Tiff?
Right. I mean, I've really struggled with this one. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a few young Link players on my Discord, and I've got to admit DJ is probably my number one. So I'm gonna call it 3 for 3. So good work, DJ. Your young Link is spammy enough, annoying enough. I'm gonna go with 99 fire arrows in a row, and
99 projectiles falling from the summer sky.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he goes for the follow-up forwarders and some nice little bomb combos, and really, really solid young Link player. But I have got 2 very close follow-ups, which really, I wasn't even sure which order to put anyone in, really, for the young Link, because they're just so good, these players. So my second one, I need to mention our very own Professor Jay. His young Link is insane. I've played it enough times at the end of a free-for-all quite often, and I end up losing. Even when I'm playing like my main characters, I just can't handle his young Link. So definitely need to mention Professor Jay here. But also, I wanted to mention another fellow content creator, which is PK.
Oh.
Now, PK doesn't often make Smash videos anymore. He often makes videos about his opinions on things that are happening Nintendo-wise. So definitely check out his channel if you get the chance. We'll put it in the description. However, his young Link, I've done a first to 5 against him in the past, and he played young Link the whole time, and he really gave me a hard time. So big shout out to his young Link.
Ganondorf, this was a pretty easy pick for me. Now, a lot of people will play Ganondorf. A lot of people pick up Ganondorf for the disrespect, especially in a free-for-all situation where they're not as afraid of getting dominated off stage. But some people are just so good at the game they don't have to worry about that, including Ghost of Mo.
Ooh,
what
a pick!
Yeah. Anybody, Ganondorf, Ghost of Mo loves to play any character who can hit like an absolute truck. And Ganondorf exemplifies that kind of character model. The same way that he plays Incineroar, it's big, slow, strong man time. Here he comes. But it's not just the smash attacks and everything. He has good mobility. He's able to read his opponent, and it's just so incredible to see such a fundamentally flawed character played so well. So I wanted to give props to you.
First of all, thank you very much, dude. I'm getting literally red right now here. My pick for Ganondorf is that one guy from the Tiftofer server. He goes for the hype stuff. He knows how to play Ganon. A hype character played by a hype player. That's just the only worthy pick in this at this point for me. That one guy, major shout at this point.
Right, well, that one guy gets my vote on this one as well. I mean, I've actually named his Ganondorf one of my career enders in this, because he's one of them, like, he takes stocks when you're at like 30%, and he just knows when to read, when to charge, and he brings the hype, and it is just insane. And I also need to mention that he was the only person who could defeat Puyo in the first ever Amiibo raid that we did.
Moving on to Mewtwo, for me, this was a pretty quick and easy pick. I had to go Tiff on this one. Mewtwo is a character who is, he's a mixed bag. He's fast and powerful and deadly, but light and a giant hurt box. So to be able to play this character in a way that looks competent and feels dangerous is something that not a lot of people are able to do. And I know that, Tiff, you only kind of mess around with Mewtwo here and there, but out of the players in our Discords who I've seen play, personally, I had to put you at the top for Mewtwo, man.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Make that Mewtwo. Yeah, Tiff, you'll get my vote as well, because Jay nailed it. I remember your Corrin/Mewtwo montage, which you dropped some time ago, and the clips in there were just absolutely impressive. And I also already fought your Mewtwo with Lucario, and it was intense, it was hype. So you definitely deserve this spot, dude. Take it.
Oh, thank you very much. I mean, at this point, I suppose I'll say that there's not really any other Mewtwo players on my Discord, so I'm not going to vote for myself because I wouldn't do that. But I need to mention it at this point that my Mewtwo's career was completely ended by that one guy. And we basically restarted this game, and he managed to, using a K roll, he somehow landed a fully charged down smash on my Mewtwo within about 7 seconds of the game, and with him being so light, I just died at like 35%. So as much as I appreciate, the votes from you guys, I need to make it very clear that my Mewtwo, it's got its hype moments, and I love the montage I did. I really enjoy playing Mewtwo, but he's got some work to go as well.
Don't blame yourself. Blame Sakurai for making Mewtwo light when Mewtwo canonically weighs 200 plus pounds.
Yeah. The Pokemon logic.
Okay, let's move on to Roy. Now, I don't really see too many people actually play Roy, so for this one, I'm gonna take cue from Mo here and say I think that my brother is actually the best Roy player that I've seen out of our 3 servers. So he doesn't have an internet handle. His name is Travis. His Discord name is Travis, so you can tell how much he cares about this kind of stuff. But he's been on the channel a bajillion times, especially before I really kind of launched the channel off in a big way. I had a short recurring series with him and his 2 best friends called Super Social Distancing Bros, where we got together and just did free-for-alls, just the 4 of us all the time. And his Roy is a character that he actually feels confident enough in that when he and I went to a tournament, the one time we went together, we actually entered a doubles bracket, and he went Roy the whole time, and he did a really good job. So I have to give him props.
Nice.
Amazing.
All right, Mo.
To be honest, I don't think that I know any Roy player which is on each of our Discord servers. Now I know Travis, so major shout to Travis at this point.
If I had to guess who was probably amazing at playing Roy, it's probably going to be Bloodgang, because he, he's so good with his Fire Emblem characters, and it's more than likely going to be Bloodgang. But I don't think I've ever played against his Roy. I mean, I've only ever played against his other Fire Emblem characters, but I'm going to say it's Bloodgang. Why not?
Speaking of Bloodgang, let's talk about Chrom for a second. So I picked Bloodgang for this one because I've seen him actually play Chrom. Bloodgang is really more about keeping that distance, so maybe that's why he prefers it, or it might be because of the up B, because I see him go for it off stage, especially against Amiibo to devastating effect. Mo?
Fully agree at this point. You nailed it. And I recently fought his Chrom, actually, with Incineroar, and we had a very good time. He's a very solid, more than solid Chrom, and as we already mentioned, he just loves these Fire Emblem characters. What about you, Tiff?
Yeah, he's gone and done it. He's 3 for 3.
Oh,
yes, Bloodgang. So yeah, your Chrom is just absolutely insane, and there's been more than one occasion where I've nearly rage quit against your Chrom because you just bring me off stage, use the up B Chrom aside, and that's just me game over. And you can space it so well, and every time, and even survive sometimes where I die. So there's always that. So well done. But yeah, amazing stuff, Bloodgang. Your Chrom is insane.
You know that you have done something right if you nearly brought Tiff to rage quit a game. That's
it.
True. You're such a happy-go-lucky guy. I can't even imagine you raging over anything.
Yeah, it's very rare, so yeah, it says a lot, really.
I'm just picturing someone walking up and like knocking your ice cream right out of your hand, and you going, "Oh, that's all right." That like didn't need it anyway. All right, we're gonna move on. Mr. Game & Watch. For me, this is a quick pick. Poo Poo. Despite his name, make no mistake, he's not number 2. He is number 1 when it comes to this character. You could say he is the... No, he has fantastic control over this character. He clearly mains and really solo mains this character because he has an answer for virtually every situation. He seeks out other very skilled players just to test out the Game & Watch in whatever matchup he can. And yeah, I really don't have too much more to say other than the fact that he knows the character inside and out, is very, very confident in his ability to play him, and there's a good reason for it. Mo?
I agree that if you face Poo and his Mr. Game & Watch, you'll definitely hear the word game, but not in a good way for you, because he is insanely good with this character. Definitely my pick as well. The dude with the weird name, Poo. What about you, Tiff?
Yeah, he's 3 for 3. Mr. Game & Watch, Poo takes it. And, I mean, you've credit where credit's due. Poo's Smash knowledge is insane. I mean, he's actually normally a melee player. Melee? We say melee over here in the UK. I remember the first time I played against it, I couldn't even get close to him. There was an answer for everything. The up B out of shield and his down air off stage just destroyed me. So, Poo, amazing Mr. Game & Watch.
Final character for this video is going to be Meta Knight. And for me, this was a very easy decision. Galaxy 3.4. The guy plays about as much Meta Knight as he does Jigglypuff from what I've seen. And I don't know if it's the multi-jump or if it's like he just likes round characters or what. But he has a fantastic handle on this character, what he's able to do. He does a lot of aerials. He doesn't overcommit with Meta Knight's more unsafe options like side B and down B. He really does kind of bob and weave. It's that same Jigglypuff mentality, but with the added benefit of the extended, distended hitbox. And he really does play the character very well. So I wanted to make sure to give him my pick. Mo, how about you?
As a Lucario main, this character pick actually is something special to me, because if you remember a certain cutscene of a certain past Smash Bros. Title, then you know that this was one of the most epic battles in the subspace of Smash Bros. Brawl. And I can definitely agree that Galaxy 3.4 has a decent Meta Knight, and I also got to play it already for a good amount of time. But my pick at this point actually is, and it was a very hard decision, Cosmic Wrath. A very hype Meta Knight at this point. And if he actually, I didn't get to fight him yet, but if he actually plays like he plays in the clips, then rest in peace.
Yeah, so Cosmic Wraith actually gets my pick for Meta Knight as well. I've played her on a few occasions, and actually she's got one of the best Meta Knights that I've ever seen. And I didn't actually get to play Cosmic Wraith for ages with her being in the Discord, where she was just uploading loads and loads of clips for High Sodium. And I actually started to think, wow, they've just been stored up these for ages and they're just all getting posted for High Sodium. But then they just kept coming, and there's just been so many clips for Meta Knight. And I've actually opened a couple of my High Sodiums with a Cosmic Wraith clip just because they are so hype. And when I've actually played her in a 1v1, it follows through. It's definitely, it holds up. It is just disgusting. And I was destroyed. So an easy pick for me. The best Meta Knight in Tiff cards.
That's going to conclude our first part of this series. Make sure to tune in for parts 2 and 3, which will be up on Tiff and Mo's channels as well. Links in the description below for both of them. And join the Discords if you want to be in future videos like this one. Guys, any final words?
See you on our channel. See you soon.
Subscribe and join our Discord servers.
Take it easy. Class dismissed.